Hey everyone, welcome to Getting Over It. I thought I'd make a guide on how to get over it in a simple way because I feel like the way I get over it, I played this game a lot and I just have a very easy way of going about it. And I just thought I'd share that. So basically, if I am not describing anything, it's just coordination. And if I do, then, you know, that's something to focus on. So here is like the first thing where I'm actually thinking about something, and that is when you get onto the light. Let me just get up on it. You go down like this and you do a negative pull, and it gets you like that. And it's just a very consistent way of getting up it that gets rid of the frustration. So I think that's pretty nice. And here, you want to keep your hammer straight because if it starts bending, you lose control. So you just sort of be nice with the fridge and then keep your hammer straight, and it doesn't push you away from the wall. Here, you can go for the bathtub if you feel like it, but otherwise, you can just go through very easily. Here, get it like this, and you pull straight down, and it gets you up. Bam. You just sort of do that sort of slide pull where you get it into a nice compressed position and then pull straight down. It's a little unintuitive, so you kind of have to go against your instincts. At least that's what it was like for me. Here, you be gentle. Don't push too hard. Maybe practice it with like a save state or something like that. Here, I think it's best to just pogo right up on it. You might slide down a couple of times, but it's just a safe way to get into a position where you can pogo again and get up on that. So here, just continuing the pogos and, just sort of analyze what seems right. There we go, pogo pull here. You want to like do that sort of thing where you push up while also sort of squeezing it. Then just come on over here. This part is pretty annoying. I like to get right in this part and just push. It takes me a couple tries usually, but be patient. Don't get too frustrated. You'll get it. There we go. And you just sort of trust that it won't slip too much, but also trust that it will slip a little bit because that's probably the best way to calculate it. Here, you just sort of be nice with your momentum. These, usually I don't do that, but just sort of do like a kind of hard, but not too hard. I don't know how to describe it, but really get the hang of it. Here with the bucket, I like to be a little bit to the left of it and then do that. I've barely ever missed bucket, and it's really nice because I remember that was one of the worst things when I first started. Here, might mess up. Just, be gracious when you're trying to catch yourself. Then you grab onto that little notch. And if you don't, it's all right. You just go right back. But that little notch is really what you want to be aiming for. And just be gentle. You'll get it. And here, I recommend studying the notches. There's this one image on the internet. I could probably put it in the description for anybody who wants it, of the notches, and you'll learn the notches over time. But on the off chance you didn't know, there are notches. And this last one is probably the most important. If you don't know it, you're kind of screwed. There's like one right here and a middle one. And, don't overthink it too much, but be intuitive. And on that last part, there's definitely a skill to just accepting that your hammer's going to slip for some parts where you're getting up. Here, I used to do straight hammer for this, but nowadays I've kind of just gotten used to trying to be like glue, and there's sort of like a intuitive feel to it. But yeah, that was my tutorial for getting over it. I don't do anything special for these, just don't push yourself back down into the map where there's gravity. When you get here, just go for it and hope that you make it to the top. And if you don't, that's all right. There you go. Yeah, that was my tutorial. Hope you liked it. Have a good day.